Yummy pasta. It's been a pretty weird day. Today's been kind of a rough day. I did that really early morning hike from the previous video, and then took a very, very long nap, which I really needed, and still feeling kind of tired, but just felt kind of weird all day, you know, just strange sleep schedule and everything. But now I'm headed back up into the park to try to shoot some night photos. It's looking pretty overcast still, unfortunately, but I'll see what I can find. Right now, though, I just gotta figure out where on earth I'm going. There's no internet around here, so just trying to use the atlas. I think right now I'm right around this White River Ranger Station entrance, and by the morning I want to get up here to Sunrise Visitor Center to do a nice sunrise hike. And so I guess I'll just kind of stop along the way somewhere and see if I can find a nice view of the mountain to take some cool night photos. And hopefully the clouds won't be too much in the way, but we'll just have to go and find out. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but up there through the fog, that's Mount Rainier. Might be clearing a little bit. Looking like I might be able to get a nice kind of foggy, I don't know, moon night time lapse kind of thing. I'm just gonna get out the tripod now and just kind of figure out what a nice composition might be and take a couple test shots. See what things are looking like. So I just set up this time lapse here, shooting towards those mountains out there with the fog kind of rolling in and out. And I figure while the moon is up there, kind of right on top of them, I'll shoot those. Just using the zoom lens, and then as the moon moves over towards Mount Rainier, I'll probably set up another time lapse facing towards the big mountain. So this guy right here is going 13 seconds, f4, ISO 2000. It's nice that the moon is out because I don't have to raise the ISO too high, so it stays fairly noise free. Pretty cool stuff. The fog is starting to come in and kind of envelop the area where I am right now, and obviously shooting a zoom into that, you're just going to see white. But hopefully what would be really cool is if the fog comes in and then drifts back out, and then it reveals those mountains again. Only time will tell. Gotta have some patience now. Well, the fog ended up doing exactly what I wanted it to. It just came in and then went right back out. Now you can see the mountains again, which is very good, but still gonna let the time lapse run for probably 30 or 40 more minutes, just to be able to get probably 10 or so seconds of footage, and then I'll probably pick a new composition and point it towards Mount Rainier. First time lapse just ended, and for this next shot I've got an idea. I'm gonna use the tracker, not to track the stars obviously because you can barely see any right now, but just to add some motion to the time lapse. So I don't even need the scope because I don't need to line it up with Polaris or anything. I'm just gonna lay it as flat as I can, and it's going to rotate at pretty much the same speed as the moon. So I'm gonna have it rotating from left to right, and you'll kind of see the moon sort of start to go closer towards Mount Rainier and then set over it as the time lapse is panning that way towards the right. And I've never done anything like this before, but hopefully it turns out well. Got it all set up now. Tripod's in a bit of a sketchy spot, but should be okay. And once I turn the tracker on, it's going to start panning to the right. And that'll be the view looking up there towards Rainier, so it should be pretty sweet. And I'm just going with the same settings as last time, so 13 seconds, ISO 2000, and f4. Just such an awesome night out here, and finally cleared up a bit. You can start to see some of the stars, which is very nice. But I'm gonna head back into the car now, get warm, and wait for this time lapse to end. So unfortunately, the lens fogged up during that last time lapse. However, I do still think it's usable. Here's one of the raws. You can see it's not, you can still see the mountain, and it kind of just provides sort of a nice glowy, sort of dreamy effect to the shot. And while I definitely would have preferred the lens to not have fogged up, obviously, I still think it is kind of a neat effect that will still look sort of nice. But I'm going to do one more time lapse from inside the car so it doesn't get foggy. And just going to zoom in right on the top of the mountain. There's some cool clouds doing some things up there. And hopefully that'll be the last time lapse of the night. Time lapse is running now. Going with ISO 2000 still and f4, and then an 8-second shutter. The moon is really bright on the top of the mountain, so I'm taking down the exposure a little bit from the last two, and going with 10-second intervals, which means every 4 minutes I get 1 second worth of video. So maybe I'll do, I don't know, 40 minutes, get 10 seconds, something like that. But right now I'm just trying not to shake the car so that I don't mess up the time lapse, and hopefully the warmth helps to keep the lens from fogging up. So very, very happy with how this night has turned out so far. I'm glad it all cleared up and clouds are looking cool. Pretty awesome night up here. Time lapse just finished up. I think it looked pretty good. Ended up just stopping it at about 7 seconds. Just because it was kind of, the motion of the clouds was kind of repetitive, so you know, there wasn't really anything changing over time. But definitely happy with the way those three turned out. So here's all of them put together. It's about 1:30 now, and I'm just gonna drive up a couple minutes closer to the mountain, to the trailhead where I'm planning on doing a sunrise hike in the morning, which is in like 3 or 4 hours. So I'll be tired, but hopefully it stays semi-clear and it'll be worth it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video right here, and I will catch you guys in the next one, starting off with that sunrise hike. Hopefully, no promises, but that'll be coming out in just a couple days. Thanks for watching, guys.